This is MacVoices TV. Welcome to MacVoices TV at the Final Cut Pro SuperMeet in Boston. I'm Chuck Joyner, and I'm in the Matrox booth talking to Eric about what they're showing, and it's a bit of a tech demo at this point, Eric.
Absolutely. We're showing our MX02 product line. The MX02 product line has been around for a few years. It works with several applications like Adobe, Final Cut 7, as well as Avid Media Composer 5.5. But what we're showing today is a tech demo from Avid on the next best thing, using our MX02 product line as an input and output device for our entire product line. Previously, it was only an output device, as on our smallest MX02 Mini, just as for HDMI monitoring. But on this tech demo, we're showing an HD SDI output from Avid Media Composer, and it's never been shown before. Ultimately,
I want to be careful because I don't want to put you on the spot, because we know with tech demos nothing is ever finalized. Absolutely. It's just sort of running. But walk us through the capabilities of this and what makes it important to the market, as the market seems to be evolving right now.
Well, there's a lot of Final Cut Pro editors out there, a lot of Final Cut Pro 7 editors that are kind of on the fence on what they want to do. Some of them want to go to Final Cut X, others want to transition to something else. So when they're looking at what that something else may be, it could be either Adobe or Avid. Both are pretty good contenders. So both companies are actively promoting their latest and greatest software, their latest features on why an editor should transition over to their software. So the good thing about that is that they're allowing us to offer a lot of our hardware capabilities to those softwares to really enhance their workflow. So Avid in the past has been very limited in terms of hardware capabilities. They've had Avid hardware on its own, and that's the only hardware you can really use with their software. Now they're nice enough to allow our third-party hardware to work as an input and output device. On top of that, we can use our hardware for something called the H.264 acceleration, our Max technology. So on top of being simply an I/O device, it can also be an H.264 accelerator directly in the Avid software. So if you're exporting to H.264, our hardware pretty much kicks in and accelerates the export faster than real time. So it's an added value with our hardware to both Avid editors and to Matrox users.
Does Matrox have an official position on Final Cut Pro 10 or Final Cut 10? I keep misstating it.
There's a lot of really good features in Final Cut Pro X. And there's really good reasons why Final Cut Pro 7 users should transition to 10. For the professional industry, it's not fully developed yet, fully mature. So we work very well. We're very close to Apple. Once and if they ever open the platform to third-party hardware, Matrox is absolutely going to be there as a hardware partner. But ultimately, that depends on Apple and what direction they choose with their software.
For the folks that want to know more about everything, where should they go?
You can go. Pretty much all our information is on our website at www.matrox.com/video. You can find our full MX02 product line, as well as all the information on the support on the different applications like Final Cut, Avid, and Adobe. For those Mac users out there, I should also mention that we do have Thunderbolt connectivity with our MX02 product line, which is very new. So all those new hardware system purchasers that are buying iMacs, MacBook Airs, and all systems that we never would think could be video editing systems, now have the capability of working with the MX02 hardware using Thunderbolt. The beauty about the way we've designed it is that even if you have an older system, an older Mac Pro, or either a MacBook Pro that only has an express card slot, you can still connect our MX02 products. We have a variety of adapters. So you have an MX02 box, and the type of connectivity can change, whether it's an express card, PCIe card, or now a Thunderbolt connectivity. So your you're safe to connect to older systems as well as the brand new Thunderbolt adapters. So you're good to go.
Yeah, you bring up an interesting point that with the new MacBook Airs, the power is there. Now with Thunderbolt, the connectivity is there. So we have a whole new world, and we're just starting to see some of that world even migrate to the iPad. Maybe not the Pro level, but there are times.
I think the iMacs are going to be really the main editing system in studios. That's how I see it, my vision of it. And then when it comes to a portability, the MacBook Airs are extremely portable. The true performance will still come with MacBook Pros. But it definitely opens the door to a lot more options for the editors, which is always good.
Absolutely. And more options for you as developers.
Absolutely.
Eric, thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoicesTV at the Final Cut Pro SuperMeet in Boston. We'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching.
MacVoicesTV is part of the MacVoices group and a member of Mac Level 10.